Howdy y'all, Pete here. I'm going to do a comparison of two ukuleles tonight, and one of them is a Collings and the other is my MYA-MOE. And I've been asked what the difference between the two are and which one I preferred. Now, the second one's easy. I prefer the MYA-MOE. Now, they both sound absolutely beautiful. They're both wonderful instruments. The MYA-MOE, to me, in my ear, has a more crisp sound, and it's getting better and better every day. And the other reason is simply I like the sound of it. So, now my Collings, in its own defense, it's a Collings, C-O-L-L-I-N-G-S. In its own defense, I haven't changed the strings on this in 2 years. I'm a kind of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of guy, but the strings are starting to lose their what's the right word? It's time to put on new strings. They're not as loud as they used to be. It still sounds good and everything, but it's time to put some new strings on. I'm probably going to go with Living Water strings. My buddy Ken Middleton, he offers them, and he's kind of converted me on them. I love them. So I'm going to try that on there. So it may change everything when I start to listen to the differences between those two instruments. But here's the deal on the first part. How are they different? They're both luthier-made instruments. A Collings, in the sense of being luthier-made, it's handmade, it's a wonderful instrument, but the difference is Collings puts out the specifications on the woods and the fingerboards and things like that, and they'll probably make, I don't know, I really don't know how many they make in a year's time, but they say, all right, we're going to build 200 luthier-made instruments, handmade, and they're all going to have master-grade koa with rosewood fingerboards and rosewood faceplates on the headstocks, and we're going to build them all that way with peg heads. Okay, now, here's the difference. A MYA-MOE, you tell them what wood you want, you tell them what type of fretboard you want, what type of faceplate you kind of want, and they build it to your specifications in that sense, and the size, and what you want on it. They'll even have inlay put in it for you if that's what you want. It's an actually custom instrument. That's the big difference. Now, I think as far as like overall build, they're both beautiful instruments and they're both beautifully made. Collings is an instrument that you can go buy at a music store, whereas MYA-MOE you can't. I will tell you this too. MYA-MOE wasn't that much more expensive than my Collings, and if I had to choose between the two, if I could only buy one, I would buy the MYA-MOE. You're going to wait a little bit longer to get it. You can't just walk in somewhere and buy it. But I think in the long run, it'll be what you want, and you'd be happy with it. That's just my own personal feelings about it. But let me play them both for you, and you can hear the differences in the two. And maybe you can hear it through what I'm recording it with. I normally have a Zoom recorder that I record with. I'm just trying to make this a quick video, so I'm only using my my little phone recorder here. But I hope you'll get the gist of everything real quick. So, having said that, this is my Collings. It's an absolutely beautiful instrument. It's master grade koa. You can see the figure in it. It's absolutely just beautiful. I'm not taking anything away from it. It's got a beautiful faceplate to it. See the grain on there? See the little dust on there? There shouldn't be any dust. I clean it all the stupid time. Beautiful rosewood fingerboard. It's a beautiful instrument. There's hands down. Everybody say hello to Duke. Duke, say hello, hello. Now, I'm going to play this for you, and then I'm going to play with MYA-MOE. The MYA-MOE, I know everybody's seen it if you've been watching me, but this is it. Ebony maple faceplate on the headstock, ebony fretboard. There's no markers. I do have some on the side. It's got a cedar neck. It's got rose. It's got redwood body, solid redwood. The way I understand it, it was taken from old pilings on a pier, and it's really old wood. Or at least I think it's old. It's just beautiful. And I love redwood. I was in California for a few years in the military. Love redwood. You just don't see it in the middle of the country. So, brings back a lot of good memories. But I'm going to play them both for you. And let's see if I can keep this video a little shorter. But pretty punchy. Pretty loud. Ain't so bad. I think it sounds great. Now let's see if you can hear the difference between that one and this one. I'm sorry. You get me playing sometimes and I just don't want to quit. Well, that's both of them. And I hope you learned something. And when you pick out your next instrument, things you ought to look for. And if I had to choose between the two, I've already said I'd choose MYA-MOE. I'm not trying to sell Collings short. I love it. I play it all the time. But I think if I had to choose between the two, that's what I'd do. Anyway, hope it made sense. And I'm going to review the video after I get off and see if I did. I'm sorry. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.